Second round. Win this series, and we're one step from the finals.
He's about to tear it up.
Second round. Now things get interesting.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Lakers are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
Two survivors in the West meeting here in the conference semifinals, Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Bird. He's out there with Victor Wembanyama. Devin Vassell out there with Castle. And for the Lakers, Williams is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Connect. It's Boomer, and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Vassell outside. Bird sets the screen for Vassell. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
He gets it in there.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Here's Farouk. Drops in the layup for 2. Here is Boomer. Fires for 3. Cans it from downtown.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Castle. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama. And rebounded by Connect. Here's Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Wembanyama. Nice shot by Portis.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Vassell outside. For 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Boomer gets the bucket.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Here's Castle. Wembanyama looking at
the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Boomer. For the three. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Baruch is guarded by Boone. Baruch. Excellent D there from Williams. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here is Boomer. Rebounded by Castle.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Vassell outside. The Lakers with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's good. Bridges has got his second basket of the night.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Bird outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Coomer gets the bucket.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
1:10 left in the first. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Turner's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Bobby Portis. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Bridges. And Doncic is subbed in for Connect. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Here's Castle. He's guarded by Boone. Pirtle dishes to Sexton. And it's sent back by Turner. And here's Marshall from the arc. Carries it from three-point range.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And so, Sexton will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 10. To the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a smart play. Taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Got that bucket in no time at all. Boomer's got 12 points in the game.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Turner. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Fires from way outside. The shot comes out, and so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. Substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Bridges, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. And it's Boomer in for Doncic. Wembanyama outside. Vassell against Bridges. Vassell, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Portis kicks to Bridges. Shot from the wing. And the Lakers with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whiffs on it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Warriors was phenomenal. He added 37 points, and he did most of that damage in 2 places, at the foul line and behind the arc. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. You're looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
A capable shooter from all 3 levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Castle. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Shot clock at 6. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Boone. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Bird outside. Over Boone. And it's Bird missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Over in the corner, Portis. Over Wembanyama. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there, then continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Castle. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Connect. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Connect's got his first points in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Obviously, they've been locked in from range. Your confidence grows as each shot goes in. It becomes contagious.
Yeah, in the second half, though, they got to mix it up a little more because those who live by the 3, you know the rest.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
And, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Connect. And it's Boone in at the point. That's the Laker 5.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Lakers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That free throw good from Boone. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Spurs trail by 14. Here's Vassell. Chalk up 2 there. Vassell's got 7 points.
Now, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Pass to Portis. Beyond the arc. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Boone. He's got 16.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Bucket is good.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Pass to Connect. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Williams has a screen for Bridges. Shoots over Vassell. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
A legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range. Bridges recognizes when he should take that shot.
Baruch. Good work there as it goes.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Lakers leading by 13. Here's Boone. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Baruch is guarded by Boone. Vassell wide open. It's good from long range. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Here's Boone. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Good on that one. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's the teardrop. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Spurs trail by 16. Pass to Castle. Second half of playing with 3 minutes into the third here. Lakers have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Here's Boone. On the 3 off target. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. And here's Bird. Baruch defended by Boone. Back to Bird. Trying his luck from deep. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Los Angeles leading by 16. Bridges passes to Boone. Back to Bridges. Drives to the hoop. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Turner's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Portis. Marshall, he's checked in for Bridges. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Connect. 1:07 left in the third. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Castle misses. Los Angeles leading by 20. And here is Marshall. Here's Boone. Christie with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Drills it from outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Boomer. This one for three. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Castle. With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively.
And as we head into the fourth. Substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Mikal Bridges checked in for Najee Marshall. And it's Boomer in for Doncic. Lakers leading by 21. On the court right now for the Spurs. Bird is out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell with it. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Here's Boone. Hits the three-point bomb. Boomer's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bird passes to Wembanyama. Lock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here is Boomer. Pulls it from 20. And it's Bird with the rebound. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Bird. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Lakers. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. Here is Boomer. 1:43 left in the fourth. Here's Golick. And another three for the Lakers.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Spurs working the ball around now. Shoots a three. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with a three of his own.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game one of the series for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game two with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Boomer.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Bird outside. Out to the right wing. Turner against Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. 5 to shoot. A floater. Yes, that goes in. Here is Boomer. Now, here's Doncic. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Series is a war, and you just want to push it back.
That's a great win. Now, forget it. One game at a time. Win tonight, and the next round is in sight.
Let's ride that hot hand to another W, baby.
Game 2 of the Western Conference Semifinals. The Los Angeles Lakers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Spurs. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
It's round 2 of the playoffs. Thanks for joining us. A matchup between two Western Conference powers here in Game 2. Tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the San Antonio Spurs. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Now, the starting group for San Antonio. We've got Jakob Poeltl. Castle is out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Bird in at the 4-man position. And for the Lakers, Williams is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Connect. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Boomer in at point. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Pass to Connect. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And it's Bird with a rebound. Here's Castle. Vassell outside. Here's Castle. Back to Vassell. This one for 3. They get it back. Pass to Bird. Here's Castle. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Castle. Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And the shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Castle. Down low. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Got to admire how fast Poeltl slashes to the rim after setting the screen.
And it's a Lakers ball, and this group has been storming through the postseason, sweeping the first round and with a chance to go up 2-0 here tonight.
They've been firing on all cylinders, and we'll see how they do. I mean, the competition getting a bit tougher the deeper into the playoffs we go.
And it's Connect missing.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Poeltl. Here's Castle. He shoots a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Connect. Just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Offline with a 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Mikal Bridges, number 1. Achua's checked in for San Antonio. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Boomer. Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by the Lakers. Vassell passes to Poeltl. Solid defense from Williams. The Lakers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Boomer. Fires from deep. On target from range. Boomer's got 7 points in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Vassell. He's scoreless. Castle for three. Nice D from Bridges. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Boomer. And another three for the Lakers.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Spurs trail by 3. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
So both teams changing it up here. A minute 6 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bird. Pass to Vassell. Clock at 6. Sexton finds Achua. A shot to stop the run. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 3. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Oh, nice shot by Boomer.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 8 so far. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from...
San Antonio. Castle comes in for Strus. Here's Castle. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And he banks in the layup.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
They've got Connect. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. Williams is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Boomer in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Luka! Get off me!
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He tallied 32 points, and, as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. For a star like him, though, I'm sure it felt like just another day at the office. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Greg.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Here's Castle. Doncic grabs the miss. Pass to Connect. Back to Doncic. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Boomer can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Castle. Launches a 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Boomer. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Sexton. 1:10 left to play in the half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Boomer. He's got 15. Counted from distance. Boomer's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
San Antonio again can't hit.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Bridges outside. Pass to connect. Takes the three. And Los Angeles, another three.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
The three from Sexton. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. The Lakers on top, leading by 17. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the San Antonio Spurs.
A lot of bricks out there. Reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the three. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan B, please?
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home. Those points. It's so good. Yeah,
I see what you did with that one, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
Yeah, it is.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Spurs trail by 17. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, we've got Devin Vassell, Jakob Poeltl out there with Castle, and it's Bird in at the 4 spot. Pass to Poeltl, to the wing on the left. Vassell outside. Shoots. Good. He hits the jumper.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but, hey, you take it when it comes.
Here's Boomer. And he dunks it down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Here's Castle. Vassell outside, pass to Castle, launches it, buries it from 3. Castle's got 5.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Boomer passes to Williams. Shot is up. Bridges misses.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Castle. He's got 5. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Bridges outside. Portis a screen. The 3. Bridges misses. Spurs trail by 14. Williams defending. Lets it fly. The rebound by Bridges.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Here's Boomer. Gets the 3 to fall. Boomer's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Castle for 3. Sinks the tray. Castle's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Knocks down the long J. And the Lakers lead by 17.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Hurdle with a screen on Bridges. Here's Castle. Give him 8 points now. No good there. Nice D from Bridges. He takes it in.
Oh, wow!
Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
There's a minute 47 left in the 3rd quarter. Power is home.
Oh, wow. Hey, B.A., not many players can pull off an incredible move like that.
Boy, you're talking about a very short list.
Oh, I tell you, he's one of those guys, fellas, that just causes excitement simply by walking into the building.
And that one's good. Connect.
Yeah, making a smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. Mikal Bridges, number 1. Dalton Connect, 3rd.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
Christie passes to Vassell. Achua with a screen on Bridges. Inside. Achua with the dunk.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
The Lakers lead by 18. Here's Boomer. And Los Angeles, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to Achua. And here's Vassell. Achua with a screen on Bridges. Vassell can't get it to go.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Bridges passes to Boomer. From downtown. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Marshall's checked in. Knight, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 21. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Sexton. There's 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 4 on the clock. From 10 feet away. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Los Angeles sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Ends up going with a new group. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Najee Marshall is out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Kolek in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Here's Castle. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Kolek. The Lakers have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Pass to Boomer. Doncic outside. There's the 3. Connects from downtown. Boomer's got 16 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. To the inside. Here's Castle. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Boomer. Here's Kolek. He's guarded by Vassell. Here's Boomer. And again for 3.
I mean, he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Oh, stolen by Turner.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They're the more cohesive team right now, and just going out there and executing their game plan.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Boomer.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
From deep, connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A., unbelievable.
Pass to Castle. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter. To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Boomer can't get it to go. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter.
Terrific win. Still anyone series. I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight or it's a long flight.
Do what you did last time.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 3. The Los Angeles Lakers come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Spurs. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
Big Game 3 of the Western Conference Semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Bridges out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Connect. Then it's Williams. And it's Boone in at the point. And for the Spurs, they've got Castle. Bird is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Devin Vassell. Here we go. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Here's Castle. A 3-ball. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Hoover gets the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Castle. And rebounded by Connect.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's Bridges. Shoots over Vassell. Bridges shot. Good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Vassell, the pass to Pirtle. Here's Castle. There's the drive. And he comes up with the deuce. Castle's got 5 now.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Castle. He's got 5. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Vassell with it. Now here is Poeltl. The offensive rebound. And another shot. Williams with the defensive effort. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To Boomer. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Castle. From downtown. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers leading by 4. Boomer the pass to Bridges. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. And Knecht gets it to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Poeltl. Down low, Baruch. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They don't lean on Poeltl for facilitation, but he's certainly not selfish with the ball.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Boone. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Baruch defended by Boone. Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Knecht. Castle misses.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's Boone. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Lets a floater go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Alton Knecht picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the Spurs making a change here. Poeltl's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Mikal Bridges comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Boomer in for Marshall. And Bridges no good on that one.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Williams. Boomer out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Knecht in at the small forward. Here's Boone. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And he's just good at forcing the issue. Love seeing Sexton stay aggressive and just get under the D's skin.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Los Angeles. In the corner, it's Bridges. Portis, a screen on Christie. From 13, it's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Bridges.
The mid-range isn't a total no-go for Bridges. He can get that dialed in.
Now, here's Sexton. Not a lot of room, and the shot is good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here is Boomer. 10 points for him. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer, in the last game against San Antonio, played some superb basketball. He scored 40 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And so, Sexton will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Achua. Here's Castle. He's got 12. And that one is stuffed right through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Portis kicks to Boone. Pass to connect. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio leading. Sexton with it. Lets the three fly. A rebound by the Lakers. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Castle. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
The Lakers in the lead. Bird is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Castle. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. San Antonio's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Vassell, the pass to Bird, and Pirtle has it in the corner, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Pass to Bird. Here's Castle. And a strong finish with two hands. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Flame King. Their shot from 20 feet away. Boomer, no good. The Spurs shooting at 50% in a decent group. Pass to Castle. And here's Bird. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From outside the arc. And the basket by Castle. And it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at Boomer, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Bridges outside. And he drops it in from the low post. Bridges has got 10 points.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Baruch, he's covered by Boone. Vassell, the pass to Bird. Here's Castle. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the shot. Castle's got 7 points for the quarter.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's Boone. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Baruch. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Boomer, no good.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Vassell, no good. Lakers trail by 4. Bridges left side. Pass to Portis.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Vassell with it. Now defended by Boone. That one goes in. Vassell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
More Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
Here's Boone. Sinks the three-pointer. Boomer's got 19 points.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Pass to Castle. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Screen by Bird. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got the lead back up to 6 now for San Antonio.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Turner's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Bobby Portis. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Doncic is subbed in for Connect. Doncic with the steal. Doncic attacks. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
Christie kicks to Vassell. There's a screen by Achua. Vassell, no good. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. To the left wing. That's the Boomer. And then jammed down. He goes right over Colin Sexton.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And so Sexton will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Christie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
That's the Boomer for the lead. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Lakers ahead as they end the third quarter on a 12-3 run. And we'll be back right after this. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
One possession at a time. No offensive rebound and help and talk to each other on defense.
Defensive rebounding, a big emphasis for Coach Jason Kidd. San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Mikal Bridges checked in for Marshall. And it's Boomer in for Luka Doncic. Los Angeles has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Williams is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Boomer. Then it's Bridges. And it's Connect in at the shooting guard position. San Antonio trailing here. Quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Curtis knocks it loose, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And it's Vassell in the corner. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Connect with it. Oh, good with the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Hurdle finds Bird. Here's Castle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now Connect. Outside Portis. And it's Connect in the corner. Back to Portis. Shoots. And another basket for the Lakers.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Bird kicks to Vassell. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Boomer gets the bucket.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
1:12 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Castle. Drains the three-pointer. Castle's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
The Boomer connect with it. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Puts up a three. Connects from downtown.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He wants them to have an even temperament. He said, I like the energy, but don't rush. Don't force things. Let the game come to you. Kevin, it's difficult to play with everything on the line. That kind of equilibrium.
All right, thank you, David. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's the Boomer. Fires the three. San Antonio with the rebound. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
San Antonio again missing. And so the Lakers take the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip, it's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. See you next time.
MP has put himself among the greats this season.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Got to win this game tonight and close these guys out.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out.
Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals. The Lakers have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized, for their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Spurs. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
And what a game we have here tonight. A potential sweep of this series. It's Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. We've got Mikal Bridges, Bobby Portis out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Connect, and it's Boomer in at the 1. And for the Spurs, Devin Vassell out there with Achua. Then there's Castle. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Sexton in at the point guard position. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Bridges outside. Portis a screen. Bridges misses. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Soft touch off the glass.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Here's Boomer. Out to the wing. He shoots. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Portis.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Vassell outside. Achua against Portis. Pass to Vassell. 4-3. It doesn't go for him. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Boomer. Rebounded by Castle.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And he lays it up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there's no way he's missing a layup like that.
Oh, nice shot by Boomer.
Reliable approach, getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Sexton. Pass to Castle, and here's Vassell. Poeltl with a screen on Bridges. 5 to shoot. Here's Vassell. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Boomer. Portis outside. Pass to Boomer. Hits the front of the rim and out. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Castle. The rebound by Turner.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Boomer. And the three-pointer goes. Boomer's got 5.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Castle. Right side, Sexton. The drive. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
The nimbleness of Sexton on the drive makes him tough to stop. He can just squeeze right past you.
Here's Boomer. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Vassell outside. 1:36 left in the opening quarter. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Boomer. He's got 7. The 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Spurs trail by 4. Vassell outside. Pulls it. San Antonio again can't hit. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And they've been looking very strong here in the postseason. Going undefeated now, 7 games in a row. Had a nice rest after round 1. And a chance tonight to close out and punch a ticket to the conference finals.
They are definitely playing excellent basketball, both sides of the ball. But as we've seen before, the closeout games are the toughest. They're in a commanding position, but tonight could be the toughest battle they've had so far.
And so it's San Antonio with it. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. 4 on the clock. For 3. Williams grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 6. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Looking to end the run. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals.
Keep going out there, no let up.
And the Lakers looking at who they've got. Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Connect. And it's Boomer in at the 1 spot. Portis, the pass to Boomer. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Boomer's got 12.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He tallied 32 points, and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the stripe. He was just sensational in that game. No one could stop him, and he knew it. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Spurs trail by 9. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Strus finds Poeltl. Here's Castle. Drives to the hoop. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts. The Lakers lead by 7. Here's Boomer. He's got 12. Pass to Bridges. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 5.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Offensive rebound. Poeltl, the pass to Bird. Here's Christie. To the middle. Here's Castle. Missed it. 3 for 6 now. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far for the perimeter. Here's Connect. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
29 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Castle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Castle's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Portis outside. Floats one. Turner passes to Portis. Here's Boomer. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Lakers.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More 2K action in just a moment.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're getting good looks from range. That's been the key.
But they also hit a bunch of contested threes, playing with great confidence. You could see the lead snowballing in the second half.
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. Guys, if you had to come up with one word to describe their situation in this series, what would it be?
Question for the panel. Is long shot one word or two?
Yes.
It's not looking good.
Well, I think it's long-shot. So
let's pretend it's one word.
Well, Cancun, that's the word that they should be thinking about.
Well played. Well played. We'll see how they do. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And so Sexton will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 13-point game. Colin Sexton out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Poeltl in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Yep, count it. Boomer's got 17.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Castle for three. Drains the triple. He's got 11.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Boomer. And another three for the Lakers.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Castle. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Pass to Bridges. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And here's Connect outside. And Los Angeles, another three.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Castle for three. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Here's Boomer. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Sexton. And he makes it on the layup.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Luka Doncic has checked in for Portis. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Mikal Bridges, number 1. 4th, Dalton Connect.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
Here's Doncic. Releases from the wing and drills it. Doncic has got 6.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Vassell outside. Fires the three. Doncic grabs a miss.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
On the wing, Vassell. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Sexton, that's good.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere, strong from beyond the arc.
Here's Boomer, checked by Sexton. Oh, nice shot by Boomer. Boomer's got 22 points. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Spurs trail by 12. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Christie. No points yet. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Basket's good.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at them. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Out to the right wing. 15 56 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Connect outside. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Bridges against Vassell. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
There's a screen by Turner. And here's Connect outside. Shot's no good there. Now 6 for 8.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Christie, guarded by Doncic. Christie's shot is off. Pass to Connect. 3-pointer, Bridges. Fires in the triple. Bridges has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 18. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
A line change here for San Antonio.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Miles Turner. Mikal Bridges is out there with Connect. And it's Boomer in at the point. Bridges passes to Turner. Back to Bridges. Pass to Turner. Lets a 3 fly. Sinks it from distance. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Sexton passes to Pirtle. Here's Castle. Takes a 3. Outside for Sexton. 3-pointer. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative and understanding when to shoot off the catch.
Portis, the pass to Boomer. Pulls up. Rebound by San Antonio. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Here's Sexton. Nails the baby hook. Here's Boomer. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Castle's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Vassell. Now Achua. There's 1:40 left to play in the 4th. 3-pointer off the mark. The Lakers lead by 16. Here's Portis. Good on the baseline J.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Lakers.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
They just owned this series from the start. A clean sweep and a dominant showing from them.
Yeah, super impressive. They took a hold of this series from the jump and just never took their foot off the accelerator.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Boomer.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Castle misses. There's 39 seconds left in the game. Here's Boomer. From behind the arc. Nails it from 3. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Sexton goes in. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line, and they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Driving inside with a purpose. Sexton taking it right to the defense and drawing a good foul.
All right, both free throws good from Sexton. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Vanderbilt. And so the Los Angeles Lakers take the series and will move on. It's a clean sweep. They have no issues winning the series. They're off to the conference finals.
And they're playing with such confidence. I think they might be playing the best basketball of anyone in the league. They're a force. They never gave up on themselves. Everyone gave 110%, and they slowly but surely fought their way back.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
He's sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter.
Boom! That is how you dominate a series. On to the next one.